Alright, ladies and gentlemen, new week, new Odyssey. You know what that means? Give us a daily reward, and let's check it out. Ooh, it's extreme mode. Okay, okay. First map isn't so bad, but it gets just a little tougher from there. I hope that's accurate, and by just a little, you mean just a little each time, and it doesn't actually get anywhere near, oh, I don't know, maybe Dark Castle? Oh... yeah, it's still pretty kind of fucked though. Alright. Tinkerton, 1 to 55. Easy stuff. Hedge, 4 to 60. Hard standard. Easy stuff. Balance, 7 to 70. Wait. I thought it was 5 to 50, 6 to 60, 7 to 70. That would be cool. 7 to... Excuse me. 7 to 70. 1,600 to start is very generous. Sunken columns 10 to 80. 2,100 to start is pretty generous. And muddy puddles hard standard 20 to 90. 5 grand to start is pretty generous. Okay. What have we got to deal with? 30 towers? Oh, we've fucking got this, guys. Don't even sweat. Don't even sweat. Do we have access? No, of course we don't. Why do I always ask that? Do we have access to all the towers? No. Of course they get rid of fucking Druid and Alchemist. Why would we ever possibly want those? Everything else is allowed and not restricted in any way. Why would we possibly allow Druids as well? Why would we want you to have fun? Right. What are the maps again? Good for anyone, good for anyone, good for anyone. Terrible for short-ranged attackers. Also terrible for short-ranged attackers. Do we go with Psy? I feel like it's been a while since I've had Sorta and other things on offer. And then I've just gone with Psy instead, just because of infinite range. Corvus is also pretty cool, but Corvus is also pretty new. I know Rosalia, sorry. I know Rosalia is the newest, but, I'm also thinking Ben. Ben, I think might be the winner. Because we don't have banana farms, but we do have, on most maps, a hefty starting balance. Especially on 3 to 5. So if we can get a large sum of money sooner, we can afford heavier hitting towers and not have to worry about losing a bunch of them to the extreme mode part of this Odyssey. Interesting, interesting. You're limiting us to 2 of each tower, eh? You know how much that fucking sucks? A lot. You're only giving us 2 of each and you're still not letting me have my druids and alchemists? That's just rude. Do we have any good water maps? Sort of. No. Sort of. No. Sort of. Okay, I'll take those. Especially for the last map. I feel like these two will come in very handy with their long range. Let's do those 2, and who is the most deserving? Beast Handler? No. It pisses me off that I can't get 5th tiers with just 2 of them. So you're immediately out of the question whether you're the best tower here or not. Mermonkey. Now, you are definitely in contention here. You've got some unique and helpful abilities, whether that be bottom path, middle path, or top path. So I'll keep you in mind. You're sort of like a replacement alchemist. When Ninja Kiwi like to yoink alchemist out of the Odysseys. Super Monkey, very good for limited tower placements. Because obviously the more expensive, typically the harder hitting. And thus more effective on its own. Intriguing. Dartling Gun is okay. Hack Shooter's okay. I think we're going to go for the Mermonkey. Oh, actually, maybe we'll split it between Mermonkey and Super. I think I like that a lot better. Gives us more options. points. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to try my best to limit it to 1 or 2 towers for the first 2 maps. 3 onwards, we'll see how we go. But yes, I think we should be good. What do I want to use here? I got to keep in mind that I've brought 2 Spactories. So I definitely think I'll use a Spactory on Hedge. But I think I should also use one here because it's the only 2 maps that actually have 1 path. Other maps like, you know, Balance and Sunken Columns do meet up at certain points, like down here and up there, or in the middle, but they won't be as effective as ones right at the end of the map. So maybe this one we go for Spactory and... Monkey Buccaneer? Maybe Monkey Buccaneer and Ben will be able to do it solo, honestly. Monkey Buccaneer is pretty dope. So let's do something like this. Bring it on. But yes, so if you don't know, and understandably so, new people are always flocking to this game from time to time, and who knows, maybe you've got a spark for Odysseys and this is your first time seeing a video about Odysseys. If that's you, welcome. If you have no idea what extreme mode Odysseys are, let me inform you. The second you place a tower, that mofo's gone. So for example, we've just placed down this boat. If I now finish this game, whether or not I sell the boat doesn't matter. If I finish this game and I had placed this boat at some point during a successfully completed round, this boat is gone. I can no longer use it in the future maps of the Odyssey. I will have only 1 boat left because I've got 2. I've placed this one. I will only have the 1 left over for the future maps. And that's pretty much how this extreme mode works, for those who do not know. It's pretty straightforward. Heroes you can use on every map. They will not get used up. Do not worry, you can always place down your heroes. So, for example, Sorta on this map, I'd probably place around here. Etienne, maybe here. Sai, doesn't really matter. I guess the ability placement matters a little, so maybe over here or over here. Ben doesn't really matter too much at all, except line of sight slightly matters for one of his abilities now. Anyway, I don't know why I'm going full tutorial mode on this, but yeah, welcome if you're new. If you're not, welcome back. Oh. Anyway, let's place this guy down. For the end of the round, preferably. That was a terrible spot to put him. I guess it's not actually that bad, because he can't see anything from here upwards, range-wise. Like, if this extended out, it would probably just cut off the start of the map. But even then, the boat's pretty far into the back half, so I don't think it would make too much of a difference in terms of hitting Moabs to stop them from spawning ceramics. So I think we're good. I think we're good. Work today was pretty chill. It was interesting because I had an opposite experience to what happened at work yesterday, right? So yesterday, I was hanging out with one of my mates at one of our breaks that we get, and I heard the office door open, and I just had a feeling that it was my boss. I just had a feeling, and so I look at my mate, and I was just like, "Hey, here it comes. My boss is gonna come along and give me extra work to do. I just feel it. I got this feeling." And Then sure enough, he comes along and says, "Hey, I want to see you before you go back in from your break." And I'm just like, "Oh yeah, there you go, there it is." And then I was just like, I was just being like, "Oh god, here it comes, here we go," you know. And my boss immediately looks at my mate and goes, "You know what gives me the most pleasure in life? Giving this motherfucker extra jobs." And he just points at me, and I was just like, "You dick. Fair enough, but you dick." Okay, are we gonna miss that consistently every time? I'd rather not. We can use the ultimate strategy. The spam tab strategy. No one will ever know what we're attacking. Especially not the balloons. See? Works every time. That is the only micro I know how to do effectively. Every other time I do micro, you can't guarantee it'll work. Every time I do that, sometimes it works every time. It's brilliant. Anyway, so that was my experience at work the other day. I was just like, whatever, he's about to give me more work, and then he did. So I was just like, ha, predicted it, but at the same time, fuck you. And then today, boss comes up to me at lunchtime and goes, "Hey, now that I'm back at work and I haven't got time off anymore, I'll take over from your morning duties now. So I no longer have to get to work at fuck up o'clock to do extra shit before the day starts," which is great. I didn't mind doing it, because unlike certain people that I work with, cough cough, my boss, I do it properly every single time, and I don't need to refer to a Excel worksheet to figure out exactly what I need to do. I'm kidding. The worksheet's a decent idea. I personally have everything memorized, but it's a good idea for people learning it. I don't need it, but others do. So it's a good idea, and he does most of the things right in the startup phase. There's definitely some things that he could improve upon, but it's little things, and I don't really care about them enough to actually argue with him and be like, "Hey, fucker, do this better or don't do it at all." But yeah, I am free from extra duties, which means I get to start later, which is always a bonus. Love being able to sleep in an extra 30 minutes or something. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Ooh. Weirdly enough, I don't think I'm all that tired. Ooh! I'm not all that tired. I have the energy of 1,000 dwarves. I don't know why. I just do. Anyway. I bought myself an Ethernet cable today. Not to improve the internet on my PC. No. That would require a really long cable, and that costs a bit more money than the one I bought. The one I bought is 1 meter long, because my PlayStation is, in fact, close enough to an extension of our internet. Ugh. That a very short, what's it called? A very short Ethernet cable could reach from where it is currently stood. So I'm gonna try that out because I've been experiencing some pretty inconsistent gameplay as of late. And I was already going out shopping today with the missus before we went out to dinner. So I thought, yeah, why the hell not? I'll give it a try. If it doesn't work, no big deal. I didn't exactly spend a fortune on these on this cable anyway. So once this part 1 is over, I'm gonna be trying that bad boy out. So hopefully, I've got smooth as butter internet, and I won't have to bitch and complain about it anymore. Also, I forgot that this guy fires fruit and what is it? What's the darts turned into? Are they also fruit? I don't know. Either way, I'm seeing fruit. It's like apples and strawberries or something being shot out as explosives. I can't tell what the main projectile's turned into because there's too many other things going on. Either way though, this is a pretty cool look. I like it. Anything that changes like projectiles or anything that gives a pet to a tower, instant purchase for me. Instant purchase. However many trophies it costs, it's worth it. Instant purchase. I just gotta have it, you know? Okay. I was like, that's looking a little sketchy with these fortified ceramics, but luckily Ben neutered a bunch of them. So we're good. See how we go here? At the moment, just seems like a bunch of pathetic balloons coming out. Okay, here we go, some real balloons. I just need enough to hit $28,080. Seems like we're making good progress towards that. I don't mind if they send out pathetic balloons, so long as they send out a shitload of them, like these greens. There it is. Alright, GG. 1 tower plus Ben. That puts us in such a good position for the rest of this Odyssey. I don't know if you guys have actually thought about that. In fact, you definitely have, and I'm patronizing you if you haven't. No. I'm patronizing you assuming you haven't. Because I've brought this up a shitload of times. But every time you do an extreme mode Odyssey, here's another fancy tip that you never expected. Pretend this is a loading screen for the rest of the video. Fun fact. Wah! The more towers you save in the beginning of an extreme mode Odyssey, the easier the finish line will be. So for example, we got given 30 towers plus a hero to use throughout this Odyssey, which means we were given 30 towers to spread out among 5 maps, along with a hero that we could bring to every map, right? 30 towers over 5 maps is 6 towers per map. Now, keep in mind that we just spent only one getting through this map, when ordinarily, statistics-wise, the average amount we should spend is 6. So now that we've spent 1, that means we've got 29 towers spread over 4 maps. Which I can tell you right now, leaves us with 8 towers per map, give or take. Is that right? 8 times 3, 24, 30, 32. Okay, I'm wrong, but I'm almost right. It's like 7 point something towers per map, which is still really good compared to 6. Now, what do we use here? I'm thinking Ninja start with a Spectre finish. Spiked Mines is pretty insane, but Ninja doesn't hold up super well if I go for Balloon Jitsu. Grandmaster's a little bit of an expensive jump from Balloon Jitsu. You know? So I'm thinking Wizard. Qualified, Dragon's Breath, Summon Phoenix. It's much more appropriate. And then Spectre at the end to fill the gaps. So I think I'm gonna do that. Bang, boom. deal with the balloons. Okay, there we go. Good. Good. Right. Realistically, we just need Wall of Fire to get this thing sort of started a bit better. Because it is a little bit tense going for, That's fine. I didn't think about this in the last map, but we can actually lose lives, and it's just fine, because Ben will get them back. But yeah, Wizard start, not the greatest thing in the world until you get Wall of Fire, then you can sort of relax a little bit with it. But honestly, I'm not even sure Wall of Fire would be all that great at the moment, so I think maybe instead of going for Wall of Fire, we go for a Spectre next. Because we're already down 10 lives. And we're approaching round 10, which is the actual life killer. If you know what I mean. So I think we'll get partway through round 10 and be able to afford this Spectre, I hope. If we can't afford it before this big wave of blue balloons shows up, then I might have to just buy a Wall of Fire midway through. But we'll see how it goes first. Okay, cool. We can afford it. All is well. Factory can tank this. I believe in him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, easy work. Bang, bang, bang. Alright. 1 tower for the first map, 2 towers for the second map. I like that. I like that. Right. I'm gonna get Wall of Fire, then I think that'll buy us enough time to go for Ben. Probably place Ben like up here. Decent placement. And then, yeah, maybe up here actually. Here seems better. Go with that. Then we'll get our lives back with Ben. Should get our lives back with Ben. We should have enough time to level Ben up, and then it's like 5 lives per round or something. So should be fine. Ha, Yellow Balloon thinks it's a threat because it's fast, but we got a long ass track. You ain't going nowhere. Okay, this one's a little more tricky. Throwing pink balloons in as well. Remember, kids, place Ben before the end of a round rather than at the start of a round because you get an extra 120 bucks. Oh, never mind. Maybe 80 if you somehow placed Ben round 1, I guess? That doesn't typically happen in any given game, for the most part, but yeah, what the hell? Maybe you could place Ben round 1 in certain game modes. Alright, Wall of Fire. Fire plus monkey sense means we've got ourselves a pretty strong wizard in our midst. Okay. Now, before we go for deep breath, I want bigger stacks. Possibly even faster production. I don't really care about faster production, but even faster production. Yes, please. Bing bong. Oh, did we just get some lives back? Hell yeah, that was faster than I thought. Here it comes. Boom. Sweet. Also a fun little fact about Extreme Mode Odysseys. Your lives will also carry over. So, for example, if you place down a Spectre, a boat, and a wizard in a game, they all successfully help you complete the map, then those towers will disappear, and if you lost any lives, you will not be able to regain those in future maps. You will be stuck with the amount of lives you had at the end of the last game, rather than be able to get new ones at the beginning of the next game. So bear that in mind, but if you do lose lives, you can regain them during that same game. Which is why I was very fine with losing a bunch of lives there, because I know Ben has got my back and would never stab it. So we're all good. I think we go for spiked balls before we go for dragon's breath. I mean, it is cheaper, but I also just feel safer when we've got better backup plans ready. There we go. Our goal is this one. Super mines, we're never going to be able to afford that in a million years. So we're going to ignore that. Oh yeah. I need time. Oh crap, I need to do a thing. Beat loop. Did I just yeet a pair of socks? Nope. Nope, I didn't. I thought I did. I didn't. False alarm, everybody. No socks have been yeeted? Yoked? I don't know. Place that there. Come on, D-Brad. I need to get some documents ready because I'm trying to get myself a passport. And weirdly enough, despite being an Australian citizen, trying to get an Australian passport requires multiple people if you haven't had one previously and you're not a child. I am not a child, but this is a massive pain in the ass for me to do. Bing bong. Right. Fucking government documents. I think if anything should scare you in life, filling out government documents is one of them. It's just such a fucking process, you know? Oh, you gotta use black ink and block letters and fill out 5 billion different forms of ID, and if you don't have those billions of different forms of ID, you have to get them or go fuck yourself. Whichever is more convenient for you at the given time. Oh, you know? Right. Do 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 do. Okay, that seems pretty fine. Okay, I just now need to take a very clear and precise picture of this, and all will be well. I don't know why I looked up, I saw the wizard monkey attacking, and for some reason my brain went, oh, that's my lives going down. What the fuck has got through my defense? And I just started stressing for no reason. But we're good, we're good. Yeah, I don't even think I'll need this ability, but it's good to have. Just in case. I mean, Ben's gonna nerf every Moab that shows up. Pretty damn effectively as well, might I add. either before the wizard monkey is finished dealing with it, or after, in which case the Spectre can finish it off. So I think the only real threat here is round 60, but even then I wouldn't classify that as a threat, so we're all good. Another map down. Looking good. Okay. I feel like I need a paperwork wall. Like, you know how if you photocopy a piece of paper, it's like a great crisp image of that document or piece of paper? I feel like I don't want that, because half the time I just want to take a picture of it, right? I need to have like an outlined space on my wall where I can just slot a piece of paper in, and it's got like the best lighting, the best blank background of just nothingness, so I can just take a nice crisp photo and then take it out and then go about my business. You know, because the amount of times I go to take a photo, maybe this is just me, maybe I'm just stupidly paranoid, but the amount of times I go to take a photo of something to send to someone and then go, oh, that part of my desk is actually pretty grubby, or oh, there's a bunch of shit laying around my desk, I don't want to capture that in the shot, or oh, I don't know, maybe there's a stain on my desk and I don't want that to be seen. Anyway, just in case, what the fuck happened there? Just in case, we're gonna use this, but we definitely don't need it. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna leave the paperwork talk to be a thing for never. Anyway, we've got 28 monkeys left, not including our hero, to spread across 3 maps. I don't think I need to tell you how great that is. That's 8 per map, plus 4 extra. No, that's dumb. That wouldn't be the case. That's 8 per map. Oh wow, that is 9 per map. Wow. Huh. I don't know why I thought it was 8 per map. It's 9 per map, plus 1. Which makes more sense than 8 per map, plus 4. Anyway, I'm clearly becoming delirious with how late it is. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Ramping Things Up. Part 2 will be out tomorrow, featuring these 3 maps and our 28 towers to take them down. I think we got this. I think we got this. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.